Welcome everybody to the Hibiscus Sports Complex as Nothing But Net Media, Australian Sports Network, and the Stream Team Australia present another edition of the QBL Game of the Week featuring the Mackay Meteorettes taking on the Southwest Metro Pirates. I'm John Guarna, and as always, I'm joined today by Regan Baker, former QBL referee extraordinaire, and also Dave Derwin, former Pirates player, coach, general manager, and I think you swept the floors here at some point also, Dave. We got a great matchup for us today, guys. Both teams played games last night. Mackay had a really surprisingly tough win against the Toowoomba Mountaineers, while Southwest dropped a very tough game against their local rivals, the Logan Thunder. Mackay sitting at pretty close to the top of the ladder. Southwest dropped out of the 8 with that loss last night, but I expect this one to be great, fellas.
Yeah, absolutely so. I mean, in terms of Southwest Metro, I'll cut in quickly with them. You know, I've covered both games at home here with Southwest, with the Stream Team Australia, and look, they've come a very, very long way since that round 1 loss they had against Toowoomba. The addition of Mia Lloyd, getting Grace Champion back in from injury, it's really shaped the way the team's actually working together, and Steph Bairstow has also really stepped up since that first round as well. As well as the addition of Maddie Willie, didn't really have a great start to the season in that game against Toowoomba, but since then, everything's been going relatively well for Southwest. They're starting to merge as a team, and Mia Lloyd is just outscoring everyone on their team and just a really good addition. So Southwest is really a team to look at this season, and you know, it is going to be a great game here tonight because this Mackay team has a lot of big stars from last season returning.
Logan did a good job shutting down Mia Lloyd last night. I think she only had 8 points in the game against Logan. You got to expect Southwest to try and get her on track if they want to pull the upset today, Dave.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the key for Southwest is, can it come from the defensive end? It's how do they stop some of the Mackay juggernaut? Lots of ladies who can get buckets. Mackay shoot the ball well as well. They're number 3 in the league in made threes and attempted threes. So and shooting a good clip. So again, they have a nice inside-outside touch with Tolo. So looking forward to a big game.
It's going to be a good one. We're just about set to tip. Before we do, got to give a shout out to the guys here at Hibiscus Stadium. Rob Tanky always looking after us, and also Afi Lama. He's on the bench as one of the assistant coaches as well. So Pirates always doing a good job. Pretty decent crowd so far. 12 o'clock start on a Sunday afternoon. Decent little crowd to see some of the young juniors along the baseline as well. So really nice to see the juniors getting themselves involved. I'm really excited to see this Meteorettes team, though, Dave. Only 1 loss on the season. Pretty impressive group they have.
Yeah, they certainly are, and obviously they've got a bit of a big 5. You know, lots of scoring with their starting 5, and this is where the majority of the points come from. So also nice. It's a bonus when 1 or 2 of the girls has a quiet game and the other guys can pick it up.
Well, tip is won by Mackay, so they'll have the first opportunity to get some points on the board. It's a big game here for the Pirates. They don't want to go 0 for 2 this weekend, taking on a top 2 team in Mackay. This could be a big win early in the season for Southwest, and they get a stop on the first possession. Roberts has it. Skip pass. 3-pointer fired and is off from Tyler King. Got to give a shout out. Leonard King here also in the house, checking out Tyler. Got a good look there early, unable to capitalize. Mackay blocked there by Bairstow. Freeburn's open, jump shot. Bit too strong. Goes out of bounds, so Southwest will have possession. Pretty fast pace to start this game. Both teams looking to push the ball in transition. Oh, got a bracelet coming off for Lisa Burgess from Mackay. Burgess, big presence in the center of the court for Mackay. Really nice target to have. Roberts going to fire the 3. That's nothing but the bottom of the net. We got our first points of the afternoon. It goes to Southwest.
And Roberts has been shooting really well from the 3-point line in her last couple of games as well. So that's no surprises from her, especially in that position. So Mackay's really going to need to shut that down to keep themselves in this game because she can fire quite well from that position.
Good bucket there from former Pirate Jamison McMullen. First points of the game for Mackay. Nice give and go. Pass a little too strong there from Lloyd to Roberts. That's a turnover for Southwest. Gotta like the action, though, from both teams. The ball is moving cross court and lots of nice cuts to the basket.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, maybe a couple of quick shots, but other than that, it's good ball movement, good spacing early on from both teams.
Man-to-man here for Southwest. Freeburn has it in the corner. Gets to the basket, flips it up, too strong. Bairstow, another defensive rebound. King looking to push for Pirates. There's Lloyd. Out to Willie. Willie working against Burgess. Thought she might have traveled. King's going to fire another three. That hits the bottom of the net as well. So 2 3-pointers. Count for the 6 points for the Pirates here early.
Last week at home, it was the Mia Lloyd three-point show. This week, it seems that it's the Roberts three-point show. She's 2 from 2 from deep so far. So Mackay definitely going to want to start shutting that down. Otherwise, that could be dangerous for them.
Another turnover for Southwest, though, Dave. Bit early here. Yeah, some turnovers.
Yeah, nice little trap from Southwest there, and they got what they wanted, the turnover. But Bairstow just wanted to throw the transition pass, but got taken away, and she left her feet, so she was in trouble. Turned it over.
Nice drive to the bucket. Too strong, but Burgess cleans it up and puts it back in.
Well, just early on, Mackay is really easily getting to the bucket. A lot of action in the paint, which is probably something the Pirates need to work on and contain a bit better.
Roberts putting it on the floor. Step back jumper off the front of the rim, tipped around. Delaney comes up with it. Really looking forward to seeing Delaney in person. First season in the QBL, really storied college career over in the States. So this is her first season playing a bit of professional ball here in Australia. Misses the jump shot on that attempt. Willie working against her former teammate, nearly loses it. And she does lose it out of bounds. So 3 turnovers here in the first 3 minutes, 15 seconds of the first. Worrying sign for Southwest, turning the ball over on a few possessions here early.
They do like to turn it over a little bit, Johnny. 3rd in the league, not the good end, 15 a game. Just something they've got to clean up. And that's just some of that sloppy stuff, but equally too. Pretty new group, so they haven't really had a lot of time together. But this is the group now, so they should be able to start building some continuity in the group, and even for Coach Edwards to start getting consistent rotations.
Freeburn picks the pocket of King, goes up and lays it up and in. 9-6 the lead here for Mackay. Delaney hit a 3 on the possession before, so 5 straight here for Mackay. Take that 3-point lead. Another turnover for Southwest. It's a 2-on-1. Freeburn kicks ahead. Delaney gets it back to Freeburn, and she's fouled by Maddie Willie. Willie can't believe it. Thought she got all ball. The referee's gonna call the foul. And our referees this afternoon, we've got Jake Porter and Sam Johnson on the call. There's a timeout on the floor. 5:56 left in the first. It's a 9-6 lead for Mackay over the Pirates on your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media, Australian Sports Network, and the Stream Team Australia. Back with you here at the Hibiscus Sports Complex. 9-6 the lead here for Mackay. 5:56 to go in the first quarter. Pretty good time out there from Coach Edwards. Team getting a little sloppy offensively, turning the ball over, and defensively probably not as in your face as I think Coach Edwards would like to see.
Yeah, I think they're the 2 things they just got to clean up: the turnovers and the ability to contain their player. It's just the 2 really apparent weaknesses right now, but you can fix that.
Freeburn goes 1 of 2, so it's 10-6 now the lead for Mackay. Delaney and Lloyd, that's a pretty interesting matchup for both teams. Lloyd's jumper is good. First points of the afternoon for Lloyd, cuts their deficit to 2. Here's the trap again, causing a turnover. Here comes Roberts looking to get all the way to the bucket. Too strong on the layup attempt though. Koval pushing up court for Mackay now. Freeburn looking for a screen. Here comes that horn set. Keeps the dribble alive. Pass tipped and stolen. King comes up with it for Southwest. Lloyd's open, fires the 3. It's off the side of the rim. Same team rebound. Koval comes up with it. And here comes Freeburn now for Mackay. Pass inside. Burgess finishes strong. That's a good look there from Koval to Burgess. Mackay up 4. King's fouled by Freeburn. Both teams going to the bench. Pirates putting in Savannah Au. And then checking in for Mackay is Jackie Zelenka. Also on the court, Kelsey McDermott for Mackay. Bairstow fires a long 2 and swishes it. It's a good sign for Bairstow, hitting that jump shot early. Freeburn nearly turns it over. Delaney's open, fires the wing 3. That swishes as well. Wide open Delaney. It's 15-10 the lead now for Mackay.
Yeah, and both teams doing a really good job defensively with the quick hands as well. We've seen a couple of quick steals for either team. Heidi Freeburn got 2 in a row for Mackay. Southwest picked up a couple of quick ones as well. So both teams really getting in there with their hands and getting those quick steals almost. It was almost one before. As we see a nice little bucket there on the inside for Southwest, taking the lead down to 3. But both teams doing a really good job defensively. I think it's going to come down to an offensive game as to who gets away with the win, because both teams down both ends of the floor doing a really good job on the defense.
Burgess, a force on the offensive glass. 2 offensive rebounds in a row, and she's fouled by Steph Bairstow. It's a tough matchup for Steph Bairstow, giving up a couple inches. Coach Edwards going to the bench. Again, Sydney Wright. We're going to see Sydney for the first time this afternoon. Going to give Tyler King a breather. Delaney, long 2 is no good. Lloyd comes up with it. She's got a 3-on-2 here. Goes up the middle, spin move, layup is too strong.
Everything but the bucket. She really ran the fast break well. She had shooters on either side, made a good read, just missed the bucket.
Dermott wide open for 3. She drains that one. It's a 3-point shootout here for Mackay. They're up 6. And Willie turns it over. Here comes McDermott, skips it to Delaney. Good hesitation dribble. Jumper is good. Lead is 8 now for Mackay. Getting set to check in for Southwest. Grace Champion looking to check in. Wright gets the screen from Au. Jumper is off. She recovers. Southwest going to reset. Willie gets inside. Scoop shot is good for Maddie Willie. She's on the scoreboard. Pirates down 6. Pretty good pace to this one. Burgess working against Au, skips it. Freeburn hesitates, elbow jumper. Too strong, tipped around. Zelenka nearly steals it. Then they're gonna get a foul on Savannah Au with the elbow. The Champion and Roberts check in for Southwest. Checking in for Mackay. Got Millie Disseldorf, Jamison McMullen, and Erica Koval. Here's Delaney working against Lloyd. She's got 6 on the shot clock, gets it to Koval, Euros her way to the basket and lays it in with the left hand. That's a nice move.
Beautiful move. Good read. And again, this pick and roll action, they're doing a good job of finding the roller, making the extra pass.
Turnovers again hurting Southwest. That's another one, Dave. That's got to be about 7 or 8.
That'll be their 7th, yeah. So Southwest really just starting to let those turnovers come into their game, and it's part of the reason why they've now got this bit of a deficit to try and close up. So yeah, definitely need just to settle things down, take their time a little bit more, and just run their offense like we've seen them do in the past.
Tyler King working against Delaney. Delaney hands off for Freeburn. Jumper is off. Roberts grabs the rebound. She's going to bust out for Southwest, and then Koval picks up a foul. Second team foul, first personal on Koval. It's an 8-point lead for Mackay. Delaney going to get a breather. Checking in for Delaney is Jay Willis. Sydney Wright gets it to Tyler King now. Back to Wright. Floater is too strong. Roberts there to clean it up, though. Pirates down 6.
Yeah, good cut from Wright on that little UCLA action and just missed a layup. But good offense from Southwest. I think when they don't turn the ball over, they're looking okay.
Freeburn has it in the corner, working against Wright. Long 2 is off the front of the rim. Wright has it. She's looking to push. Skips it ahead for King. King's going to fire a 3. It hits the side of the rim. Willis comes down with it. Now Freeburn kicks ahead. Pass tipped out of bounds, though, by King. It's a lucky break there for Mackay. Didn't look like McMullen was looking for the ball on that one.
Yeah, they got away with a cheap one there, that's for sure.
Just about 41 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's a 6-point lead for Mackay. Freeburn swings it. Koval thinks about the long 2, puts it on the floor, spins to the left. She's fouled. That one's going to go against Tyler King. I think that's her second personal. It's the 4th team foul. No, it's Tyler's first. Going to send Erica Koval to the free throw line for 2 shots.
I didn't see a lot of contact there.
Looked like she tripped out, but
yeah.
Referees saw it differently. So they get paid the big bucks to blow the whistle, Dave?
I genuinely don't worry about the coach's reaction because we know what that's going to be. But the player didn't get too angry, so I guess Tyler must have got a sneaky one in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think I agree. Like, it did look like a bit of a trip, but it could have been a little bit of a hip contact or something there that then caused her to lose balance. So, yeah, hard one to judge from where we were sitting, but King didn't seem to really react, so it was probably okay.
Yeah.
Roberts had it stripped, and she lost it out of bounds.
Killing him. No, 8th or 9th for the quarter.
That'll be 8.
8th, yeah.
And just looking at the points off turnovers as well, coming down the other end, Mackay's got 10 points off turnovers as well. So you look at this lead that they've got themselves, 7-point lead, they've got 10 points off turnovers. So, not keeping control of the ball is really hurting Southwest.
Koval gets it out. McMullen has to fire. It's blocked. That's not the end of the quarter you wanted if you're the Meteorettes, but nonetheless, they're going to go into the break up 7, 23-16. A pretty good first quarter there for Mackay. Unable to really run away, but Dave, we talked about it, and Regan, we mentioned it a couple of times. 10 turnovers in a quarter is not going to cut it for any team, really. It really, really hurt Southwest in that quarter, I think, Regan.
Yeah, definitely. So like I said, 10 points off turnovers, just from running a little bit too fast, not slowing down their offense and setting up a 5-man shell or 1-man inside or anything like that. Just a little bit too rushed, trying to move the ball too quickly, and just lack of concentration as well from the girls, not keeping their heads up and looking where the ball is actually going. So, and credit due where credit's due as well. The Mackay Meteorettes, Heidi Freeburn in particular, getting 2 really good steals off good reads. So it's all working in Mackay's favour in that regard. So Southwest just needs to slow things down and to limit the amount of turnovers because that's what's going to hurt them in this game.
It is the quarter-time break. Mackay shot the ball pretty well. Let's see if they can carry that into the second quarter. We'll take a quick one with Mackay up 7, 23-16 in your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media, Australian Sports Network, and the Stream Team Australia. Back with you here at Hibiscus Sports Complex for the start of the second quarter. Working through a couple of technical issues we're having with that camera. Sorry, you have to look at our ugly mugs. Trying to get rid of that one for you shortly. As King gets to the basket to lay it up and in. 23-18 now, Mackay up.
Yeah, really good start to the quarter there for Southwest. Getting some quick points on the board within 15 seconds, so great little start.
I think something, sorry, Johnny.
You're good.
Something the Southwest has got to do is clean up their closeouts. Just that one thing I noticed in that first quarter, a lot of poor closeouts, not gapping appropriately, letting drive-bys for Mackay, and that's what's getting them in the paint for those kicks, those shots. And again, you know, they know that Mackay likes to shoot the three, so really working in Mackay's favour. Pirates got to clean up that closeout.
And Pirates did a good job on that one there, getting a 5-second violation on the inbound, so. Champion has it now for right, top of the key. Bit of zone here from Mackay. Roberts has it with 6 on the shot clock. Fires a long 2, that's good. Pirates have cut the deficit to 3 points now. Champion working on Delaney. Delaney gets it back, fires a 3 in the face of Champion. That's an air ball from Delaney. Good close out there. That's a bit better from Champion.
Yeah, definitely better. Coville is that the right pronunciation, Johnny?
Coville, I'm not sure.
She has got a smooth game, huh?
Yeah, she's pretty slick. King shoots an air ball on the other end. Savannah out, knocks it out of bounds off of Delaney. It's going to stay with Southwest. Coming out firing here, Southwest. Roberts gets it. She's going to fire a top of the key 3. Back-to-back air balls for Southwest. Going to say it was tipped, actually, by Mackay. No one on Mackay's side could believe it.
Well, the ref clearly saw something.
He saw something. So baseline out of bounds for Southwest. Out. Savannah out. Then fouled by Burgess.
Yeah, Burgess just got to be smarter.
It was a silly foul. Way out, nearly at half court there. King inbounds to right. Got that fresh 14 seconds on the shot clock. Roberts is tied up by Koval, and Koval gets the steal.
Got to keep the ball high on that spin move, away from the guards.
Southwest showed a bit of that trap, but just pull it back to half court. Great matchup here for Sydney Wright taking on Heidi Freeburn. Burgess easily goes right to the rim to lay it in. No one wanted to step up. You see Coach Edwards looking to Steph Bairstow to check back in. Roberts pushing our way to the basket, misses. Delaney grabs a defensive rebound. She gets it back from Freeburn. The free throw line, Delaney, jumper short. Tipped around, McMullen recovers. You can hear Coach Houghton calling out the horn set. Koval fires, but there looks like going to get a foul on Savannah out.
Yeah, just jostling down low for the position.
Wholesale changes here for Coach Edwards.
Yeah, Burgess just presenting herself, good target, which has created the foul.
Thought it was 3 seconds inside, but the foul went against Savannah out. Delaney from the corner. Jumper hits the back of the rim. Tyler King grabs the rebound. Skips it over to Bairstow. Bairstow gets it to Willie. Willie fires a jump shot. That's good. Maddie Willie going to her left, firing with the right hand. It's not as easy as she made that one look.
Yeah, straight off the sub and going to work as well for Willie, so Coach Edwards will definitely be happy with that sub.
3 points to deficit here for Southwest. McMullen, she'll fire the three. That's strong as well. Freeburn with the offensive rebound. Steps around the defense and lays it in. (27-22). Wright has it. Working against Freeburn. Now King steps into a long two. That's an air ball. King's jump shot, it's been a bit short the last few possessions. There's Koval getting into the paint, going right at the defense to lay it in. She's been impressive this afternoon, Erica Koval.
Yeah, probably maybe deserved a and one, and she wasn't worried about whinging. She just got back to business.
Willie from the top of the key. Gets it to Williams, gets it back now. Willie goes inside for Williams, flips one up and banks it home. Celeste Williams with her first bucket of the afternoon, cuts the Pirate deficit to 5. Burgess, skip past Delaney, nice catch, then steps through and is blocked by Willie. Koval recovers, McMullen's wide open. She puts it on the floor, gets it to Delaney. Gonna have to fire, step back three is up from Delaney, and it swishes. Big bucket there from Delaney. With the shot clock expiring. Zelenka checks back in, as does McDermott. And McMullen and Koval gonna get a breather. 32-24 the lead here for Mackay. About 5:20 to go in the first half. Bairstow looking to go to work, and she's fouled by Burgess. Pushing foul.
Bit unlucky there for Burgess. I thought she did a pretty good job moving her feet.
With the body.
But 50-50. Yeah.
With the body. Willie getting set to inbound. Goes deep for Williams. Now Bairstow gonna fire the long two. That's well off. Now Freeburn goes away from the screen, keeping the dribble alive, kicks it in the corner. They work it around Delaney, now inside for Burgess. Working against Williams, goes right to the bucket, misses, and she's fouled on the second go. That foul goes against Bairstow. That's her second team foul. There's a timeout taken on the floor. Coach Ian Houghton gonna take the timeout, so we're gonna take one as well. 4:50 to go here in the first half. It's a 32-24 lead for Mackay over the Pirates. Your QBL Game of the Week presented to you by Nothing But Net Media, Australian Sports Network, and the Stream Team Australia. Back with you here at Hibiscus Sports Complex. 4:50 to go in this one. Mackay up 32-24. I'm John Guarna, joined as always by former QBL referee Regan Baker and former Southwest Metro Pirates player, coach, and general manager Dave Derwin. Guys, what are you seeing so far with 4:50 left to go in the first half?
Look, a lot of really great work from both ends of the spectrum, really. I mean, Mackay's just done a great job offensively with taking the right shot choices inside and just putting the points on the board. And, you know, you really do have to shout out, you know, you mentioned that you're really keen to see Delaney in action today, and she's really come to deliver as well. She's 3 for 4 from the three-point line and just doing an amazing job all round. And, Southwest, again, a lot of things going really, really well for them. They're shooting at a relatively good clip at 45% from the field, but just turning the ball over a little bit too much and just not holding on to the pill and, racking up as much points as what they need. So protect the pill, and Southwest will be back in this one.
Dave?
Yeah, Mackay on 11-4 run here in the last 4 minutes, so a good start from Southwest, getting some stops and building some pressure in the first couple minutes, but been all Mackay the last sort of 4 minutes.
Southwest seems to have kind of cut back on the turnovers in the second quarter as well.
That's not that hard to do when you keep throwing it away actually, 1 a minute is what they were averaging. So you just can't expect, to be only down 9, they've got to probably be feeling pretty good about themselves right now.
Well, they nearly turn it over there. Great defensive possession for Mackay, forcing a late shot clock shot attempt as Delaney misses the layup on a great look there from Freeburn.
Yeah, Mackay's doing a really good job defensively of moving their feet and contesting and just pressuring Southwest. And again, another good defensive stop.
Yeah, turnover there. I must have jinxed the Pirates. Delaney recovers. Burgess wide open, lays it up and in. No one picked Burgess up, cutting to the hoop. Looks like Coach Steve Edwards going to take a timeout. Let's keep it here, though, fellas. 3:46 to go in this one. And pretty good timeout, but lack of communication there from Southwest. Nobody picked up Lisa Burgess cutting to the hoop. That's unacceptable, and I think that's why Coach Edwards takes the timeout.
Yeah, I think it's the Sunday afternoon game. I think, the girls just seem a little bit too lax. They're not out there. They're not concentrating as much as what they should be. The turnovers are rampant for Southwest at the moment, and that's not the first time we've seen one of the Mackay Meteorettes just driving down the center of the key, relatively open as well. So the girls just aren't switched on. I don't know what it is, whether it's a Sunday game or, I don't know. But they just don't have the heads in the game, and, great timeout from Coach Edwards because they need to start playing the game that we saw them play, for example, last week against the Brisbane Capitals. They were switched on, they were hitting shots, they were playing amazing defense. They just haven't come out to do that here today. But, especially against a team like Mackay, because they're doing an awful lot right in this game.
Yeah, Mackay's been really impressive so far in this first half. I think Coach Edwards, you got to think he's probably focusing on the defensive side of things, Dave, because there's just been way too many open, easy looks for Mackay on that end.
Yeah, for me, they just lack a little physicality. We touched about it defensively, but it's moving your feet, protecting the paint, keeping people out of the middle. Again, Burgess just can't walk down the middle and get an uncontested layup. So again, they've given up 11 offensive rebounds already in this first half. So they just got to clean up and be more physical.
Lloyd gets it inside. King can't finish, though. It was a good look. Freeburn up ahead. There's Zelenka getting to the rim again. That's an easy one. Too easy. Lead is now out to 13 for Mackay. Get too aggressive defense there from McDermott. 4th team foul.
Yeah, 20th point in the paint for Mackay, and that's just continuing. Just too easy in the middle. And that one was just in transition. Another turnover.
Zelenka comes up with the steal. She's pushing ahead. Hands off for Delaney. Stops, pops. Too strong. Zelenka keeps it alive. Jump ball. Possession arrow favors Southwest.
No, they're going to go with a foul with that one, I believe. They're going to get that one against Millie Disseldorf, I think. Just a little bit too overly aggressive, getting across the arms on the attempt for the jump ball. So
yeah, it's 15 foul against Mackay too. So Southwest will go to the free throw line. 3 minutes left. So it's a positive sign for Southwest at the moment in the penalty. Any foul now, they'll shoot free throws.
Yeah, they need some points. And for me, it's been a lot of probably too many jump shots. A little bit more, again, aggressive action at the rim, trying to get to the foul line.
Roberts hits them both. 11 points, the deficit now for Southwest. And don't forget, after the conclusion of this women's matchup, we will have the men's matchup between the Mackay Meteors and the Southwest Metro Pirates. The return of the Pirates' own, Verl Williams. It's going to be weird seeing him in a different jersey than the Pirates, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah, absolutely. His old man's got the sport in the
senior rocking the Meteors. What's up with that, Verl? And Nikki wearing the Meteors too, as Bairstow gets fouled going to the bucket. Gee, after how many? I mean, Verl's played here since Verl Jr. played here since he was a young fella. Verl Sr. played here for such a long time, and man, all of a sudden they're just switching colors like that. It's unacceptable, Dave.
I saw it, Johnny. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I didn't just because I didn't say anything.
We're not letting Senior and Nikki get away with that. We're gonna have to have a word with them at halftime, Dave. Bairstow hits them both, so deficit back to single digits. 37-28, about 2:30 to go in the first half. Southwest really needs to string together a few stops here. Seems like each time they get themselves back into it, they fall apart, and Freeburn misses that one. Koval, offensive rebound and putback's good. And Dave, I haven't looked at the offensive rebound numbers, but geez,
12,
that's
12, I think, is it?
12 for Mackay between the Pirates' turnovers and their offensive rebound, and that's what's really pushing them out to this lead. Good backdoor cut. Lloyd can't finish through the contact. Koval grabs the rebound. Freeburn gets it to Disseldorf. She'll fire a long two. That's off the back of the rim. Lloyd grabs the rebound. Keeping that dribble alive inside now for Roberts. A lot of contact, no call from the referee. Good job there by Disseldorf, holding her ground. Freeburn gets it to Koval. Inside pass nearly stolen. Delaney winds up with it for three. It's short. Chasing it down, though, is Disseldorf. Just pure hustle there.
Yeah, just a lack of energy here for the Pirates, which is a bit alarming because, as you can see, Steve Edwards is down 11. They haven't played super well, but more disappointingly, they're not playing with the effort and intent.
Checking in for Southwest, Terry Vodorosova. And actually, we're going to get a timeout here from Coach Houghton, so we'll take a quick one as well. Minute 6 left in the first half. Mackay up 11, 39-28. Your QBL Game of the Week presented to you by Nothing But Net Media, Australian Sports Network, and Stream Team Australia. Back with you here at Hibiscus Sports Complex. 1:06 left in the first half. It's a 39-28 lead for Mackay over Southwest. Interesting time out there from Coach Houghton. What do you reckon he's telling his Meteorettes troops?
Well, I think the most important part is he just wanted to get probably a nice execution out of bounds play, which he got. And I think he just wants to sort of keep it at, keep him at an arm's length. 10, 11, 12, 13. Don't let him sniff back into the game. I think Mackay's been pretty dominant. Again, good defensive pressure, create a lot of turnovers. And then offensively, they've been moving the ball pretty well. So I think it's just a sign from him saying, hey, listen, every point counts today, and we didn't come here to lose.
Delaney hits them both. Lead is pushed out to 13. We're under a minute now. There's an offensive foul. That's a tough call there. Vodorosova extended that arm. I think that's why I thought it could have been called either way, but I think that kind of forearm.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, and I was in pretty much the exact same position as what the referees would have seen, and It is a tough one. Like, absolutely, 100% agree that there was that massive push off of the arm. But you've also got to look at what contact occurred first, because the defensive player did reach across the body to then warrant getting pushed away. So 50-50, I guess.
Roberts hits the bucket plus the foul. That's what you like to see from Roberts there, getting aggressive and trying to get to the rim.
Yeah, well, she's been a little quiet so far, 9 points, but I think she just needs to get, engaged. Only 3 rebounds as well.
41-30, Mackay up 11. 44 seconds left in this one. First half, I should say. As Roberts completes the three-point play. Freeburn gets the screen from Disseldorf over to Kowal. Back to Freeburn now. 11 on the shot clock. Freeburn step back jumpers up. Short. Willie grabs the rebound. There's about a 2-second differential between the game and the shot clock, so you got to think Southwest's going to hold for the final. Willie sent the troops. Skips it for Bairstow. Bairstow gets inside, scoops it on up, no good. Delaney grabs the rebound. She's got 3 seconds. Takes a few dribbles, fires a three-quarter court shot. It's up off the side of the rim, no good. And heading into the halftime break, Mackay's up 10, 41-31. The Pirates don't really look happy with themselves, Dave. They're only down 10, but to me, the body language just is not there at the moment for Southwest. It was a really frustrating half for the Pirates.
Yeah, and I think rightfully they should be frustrated. They didn't execute super duper. They turned the ball over a lot. Defensively, I thought they were average. And then they're rebounding. They gave up 12 offensive rebounds. So to be only down 10, you've got to be pretty happy with yourself. Quick little correction here in the third, and they're right back in it.
Regan, Mackay, though, as frustrated as Southwest was, a lot of that had to do with Mackay. I thought they were really good defensively and offensively. Probably not as efficient as they like, but they're getting buckets whenever and wherever they want.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Mackay's got a little bit easy in a sense as well, because Southwest is making those simple mistakes, and Mackay's capitalising on every single opportunity. Like having a look at the stats just before, they've got 14 points off turnovers, and they've got 12 second chance points as well. So in a game where they've scored 41, they've got, 24, 26 points off mistakes that Southwest has made. So, I mean, Mackay's an amazing team, and you just can't make those kind of simple mistakes around them. You've got to get your butt in front, box out, make sure you're stopping the players from getting inside, getting in the paint, and putting up those simple second chance points. And, Mackay is working really, really well. There's a great team culture there, it seems, out on the floor as well. So, Mackay's doing everything right to win this one, and to win it by a fair bit as well.
We'll see what adjustments can be made at halftime. It is a halftime, though, and it is a 10-point lead for Mackay, 41-31 over the Southwest Metro Pirates. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with some statistics and the second half of action live for you here in your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media, Australian Sports Network, and Stream Team Australia. Welcome back to Hibiscus Sports Complex. Dave Derwin doing a bit of politicking with Mackay Meteors head coach Jason Borg. Don't forget, we will have the men's game coming up for you just after the conclusion of the women's game here. Pretty good first half. Let's take a look at some of the statistics for the Southwest Metro Pirates. Leading the way on the score sheet, Kayla Roberts. She's got 12 points on 4 of 9 shooting. And outside of Roberts, it's been struggle street for Southwest. The next leading scorer has got 5 points, and that's Tyler King on 2 of 8 shooting. Maddie Woolley has 4. Steph Bairstow has 4. Mia Lloyd has only 2. When you look at those statistics, you can see directly right there why Southwest is struggling at the half.
Yeah, Mackay's done a really good job of shutting down Mia Lloyd in particular. No, she's been averaging just over 20 points a game, and last week in the game that we that I covered here with Stream Team Australia, I think she dropped 6 3-point shots as well. So she's a huge scoring force for this Southwest side, and Mackay's just done a great job of constantly having her guarded, having someone just in her face, hassling her, and she hasn't come out and done a lot, and she hasn't been able to because of that tough pressure. So just goes to show, all you need to do is shut down 1 or 2 key players from this Southwest team, and you can get yourselves in with a nice little victory. So
yeah, and Mackay doing a really good job spreading the love. Alex Delaney leads all scorers. She's got 13 points, 4-14, so not the most efficient shooting, but she's been a threat every time she touched the ball. You've got Erica Koval has got 7. Lisa Burgess has 9, also with 5 rebounds. But the statistics that really jump out at you for Mackay are those points in the paint at 24, the second chance points at 12, and 12 offensive rebounds in a half. That's going to cause you a bit of trouble, particularly because Mackay's now able to capitalize it. Dave, adjustments at halftime. If you're Southwest, what are you looking to do?
Well, catch the ball, give it to someone in purple and yellow. That's a start, right? I mean, they just can't have 13 turnovers in a half and expect to be competitive. But I think that's just within the they've just got to get composed, be a bit simpler in transition, and instead of going for the risky play, just really clean it up. Turnover there to start the game, but just Freeburn with nice hands.
King got an elbow in the face. She's a bit shaken up. Koval missed the shot and recovered. Now Burgess has it. They work it around. Delaney drives baseline, skips it. It's a bit too low, though, for Koval. Mackay turns it over. King gonna have to get a breather. She got a good shot right to the nose.
Yeah.
Sydney Wright gonna check in for Tyler King. So turnovers for both teams on their first possessions of the half. Wright working against Freeburn. A lot of contact. Corner 3 is too strong. Freeburn gets it back from Burgess. Now McMullen has it for Mackay. She's also a former Pirate. Jamison McMullen. Burgess can't finish with the left hand, but yet again you see the C's part for Mackay as Wright from the wing. Wide open 3. Too strong. Koval working against Lloyd. Goes right at Lloyd, and Lloyd fouls her. Koval likes that matchup. Mia Lloyd struggling to contain. Koval picks up the foul. It's the first team foul of the half for Southwest.
Well, I think
Erica Koval going to go to the free throw line.
I think everyone in the league is struggling to contain her this year, Johnny. I think Pirates have got to do something offensively to try and get Lloyd the ball. I mean, they've only 4 attempts, so far. That's just not enough. I mean, again, she's given them 20 and 10 a night, so she needs to be more involved, and really they need to run some stuff for her, get her going, get her colleagues to feel a bit better about themselves, because they've been trailing most of the game, so it's been a struggle. So if they see the ball going a few more times, that'll always lift the defensive intensity.
Willie on the baseline, gets it over to Roberts. Roberts working against Burgess. Takes it, gets it to Wright. Right wing 3. Too strong, bangs around the rim. McMullen comes up with it, gets ahead it to Koval. Koval hesitation, dribble, picks it up. Nearly has it stripped, recovers to Freeburn. Delaney out to Jamison, who fires the 3. That swishes the bottom of the net. Jamison McMullen increased the lead to 15 for Mackay.
channeled her inner Steph Curry on that one, Johnny.
Freeburn nearly steals it. Lloyd recovers for Southwest. She's nearly tied up. They're going to get Koval for the foul. First team foul for Mackay.
I think at the moment Southwest is just playing an unnecessarily fast pace of basketball that's not working in their favour. Like you see Mackay playing quick ball, and as we just saw with McMullen's three-point drop, the quick ball is working for Mackay, but with Southwest, every possession they're taking a shot when the shot clock is still in double digits, and they're not good shots either. So their shot selection is poor, they're rushing, and there's a reason that they're 15 points down, and that's it.
Roberts came up with the steal. Lloyd goes right to the bucket, misses the layup. That's the second layup she's missed in a row. Bit off her game here this afternoon, Mia Lloyd. Mackay going to settle things down. Freeburn's wide open for three. Another swish there from Mackay. They're up by 18. Coach Steve Edwards going to take a timeout. Let's keep it here, fellas, as Mackay starts to run away here. The frustration setting in, not only for the Pirates coaching staff, but the players as well. You can see it in their body language. Just don't really seem like that they're into it, Dave, so far.
Yeah, it's always frustrating. I'm not going to say the effort's not there. It's just the execution part. But again, you just got to simplify the game. Defend, stay in front of your player, get on split line, improve the talk, box out, offensively run something. Especially, I think, they want to try and get action where you can get Willie and Lloyd particularly get them going, and equally try and get Bairstow. Only 3 attempts, and they've all been long twos. So equally try and get Bairstow getting to the rim, getting to the foul line. I think that's how they're going to clean it up. Mackay just doing it really too easy, moving the ball and making shots.
And defensively, the Pirates seem a bit flat-footed defensively. Just it seems like every bucket that Mackay is getting is a wide open look, whether it's from outside or inside. The defensive effort and the overall effort for Pirates has been quite poor this afternoon. And you think starting the second half they would have looked to have come out a little bit better, but they're down 18.
Yeah, and like I said it before, Johnny, like their heads just aren't in it in the game today. They're lacking concentration. They don't have that same drive and motivation that we've seen in the past as well. So, unless they can pull out something miraculous in the last, 17 minutes of play, Southwest is in a real bit of a pickle in this end one. If they just can't get their heads in it, they can't slow the ball down, and they can't start playing better basketball.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully that timeout awakens the Pirates here. They're down 18 with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Willie has it top of the key with 7 on the shot clock. She stripped of it on her way to the basket. Freeburn turns on the Jets. She's tripped up. Let's see who they give that one to. Looks like Freeburn is a bit shaken up as well. She hit the deck pretty hard.
Who did they call that on there?
That one went to Lloyd, which I think will be her third personal foul as well.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she was a bit late on the help defense there. Certainly tripped up Heidi Freeburn.
Yeah, I thought King did a really good job, especially for those young fans watching. Johnny did a great job staying in the play and without fouling. And again, she kept her mitts out. Just unfortunately, Lloyd picked up a foul right at the end there.
So Freeburn will go to the free throw line for a couple shots. Their team up 18 with 6:36 to go in the third. Freeburn, a veteran of the Queensland Basketball League. She's played for a few different squads, and gee, her game hasn't slowed down one bit, has it?
No, she's been elite defensively tonight, I think, or today. We get used to those Saturday night calls, Johnny.
Yep.
Today.
It's hard to remember what day of the week it is. I know, Dave. Here's Lloyd in the block, working against Delaney. Gets it to Willie in the corner three. Is an air ball for Maddie Willie. Now Freeburn again turns on the Jets. Zelenka finds Burgess going to the rim hard, and she's fouled. Again, way too easy. 1-2 passes, you're at the rim for Mackay.
Yeah, great transition, and Zelenka, really nice pass, hitting Burgess right down the pipes. It's good hoops.
It's easy basketball, isn't it, Dave? When you're playing it properly,
Yeah,
you make it a lot easier when you pass the ball.
Yeah, just good shape in transition.
Savannah Au going to get a bit of court time, as is Grace Champion. Roberts and Willie getting a breather. Burgess at the line for 2. Burgess hit them both. It's a 22-point lead here for Mackay. They're pulling away here in the championship quarter. Bairstow kicks it. Champions in the corner. Good pump fake. Step through, scoop shot, well off.
Yeah, well, it's a 10-0 run in this third quarter so far for Mackay, Johnny. So Southwest really just struggling. And again, I said it before, just rushing and not taking their time. You know, that was a perfect opportunity for Champion to kick off, settle the offense down a little bit and take a better shot. So, you know, just things not going right for Southwest here in the third quarter.
Then they're going to get Mia Lloyd holding on to Heidi Freeburn, trying to establish position in the paint. That's going to be Lloyd's 4th personal. Southwest has to go to the bench. Chanel Maramana going to get her first action of the afternoon. Then a technical foul called on the bench.
I saw that coming from a mile away, Johnny. Lloyd was not happy with the call on the floor, and she was visibly frustrated, and I was going to say something and predict it, but yeah, she definitely wasn't happy and made a comment right beside the referee, so that was coming a mile away.
Well, referees gave it to the bench, luckily for Mia Lloyd, or else that would have been her 5th, and she would have been done for the afternoon. So Freeburn makes the free throw. 54-31 the lead for Mackay. And they'll have possession up 23 with 5:43 to go in the third quarter. Zelenka getting set to inbound for Mackay. Freeburn working on King. Zelenka looking to go back door for Delaney. Wasn't miscommunication there for Mackay. Mackay coming out with a bit of full court pressure here.
Yeah, I like it. Nice change up from Mackay.
Bairstow has it. Looking for someone to pass the ball to.
Again, done a really good job just burning 12 seconds on the clock. Pirates settle for a relatively quick shot. King finally hits a bucket for the Pirates, which was they were desperate. So 3 of 9 for King so far this afternoon.
Yeah, 2 of 5 from deep. That was a really deep 3 for Tyler King. Cuts their deficit to 20 now. Freeburn looking to answer with her own 3, and she does. Good response there from Mackay. King looking inside. Savannah Au nearly lost it working against Burgess. Gonna hand off for King. She fires an opposite wing 3. That's good as well. Tyler King starting to heat up here. Back-to-back 3s for the Pirates.
Well, Freeburn went under the screen and King said, please.
Foul called against Savannah Au with the push. That's the 15th foul against the Pirates. And Burgess is going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. It's also the 4th personal against Savannah Au also. So down 20, 57-37. Roberts going to have to check back in for Southwest. Could definitely sense the frustration from the Pirates. We just had Coach Edwards in front of us. Our mics picked up a bit of the chatter. Certainly looking for the referees to call both ways.
I mean, Coach Edwards is understandably frustrated, but I don't think taking it out on the referees is the right way to be doing it. I mean, his girls haven't been having a great afternoon here, and I'll agree with him to an extent. There's been some 50-50 calls that may not have gone his way, so there's definitely an avenue there for the frustration. But he should be looking at his team and what they're doing and what he can actually physically fix up on the floor. He's not going to change the referee's mind. What can he change? And that's the way that the girls are playing out on the floor. And call a timeout, do something to change and influence the game in a way that you can.
Good bucket there. Marana hits Roberts in transition for the easy two. As a former QBL referee, Regan, how much does that chatter from the coaches affect the way that you call the game?
Honestly, not at all, and not in a good way or a negative way either. There's a lot of talk about, coaches and players yelling and screaming at referees is more likely to make you call against that team and to hold a grudge against them. But in all honesty, me personally, and I know for a lot of my colleagues in the QBL, it's exactly like that. There is no impact whatsoever. We're there to do a job, rightfully or wrongfully. So we get paid no matter what. We don't care of the outcome. We don't belong to an association. So we're just there to do a job. And, positive or negative comments from coaches, players, spectators has zero impact on what we're there to do. And I think one of the things that a lot of people forget as well is referees are competing just as much as teams and players are. So referees are competing for positions in the finals to get themselves away to national championships, and at a QBL and a FIBA level, to get away to world championships as well. So there's no reason for referees to be out to spite a team or to intentionally do the wrong thing, because that's just going to screw over their own career.
Yeah, it's great insight. Thanks for that, Regan. And Dave, I know when you're on the sidelines, certainly have a bit of a chat to referees. Not too much, though. I know. What's your approach when you're coaching?
Well, I mean, as Regan said, Steve's just really frustrated right now, and rightfully so. Like this is the coach killer game where you try lots of stuff, nothing's really working. You're down 20, and so you're injecting different lineups, you're doing different stuff, and just a bit frustrated with some of the calls. So I think, but again, the key is, and I think he does a good job of it, is always remaining professional with the referees, because at the end of the day, if you speak favourably, you might get a call when you need one, but if you're a goose most of the game, you're not going to get one when you need one.
King can't get the floater to fall. The lead is out to 22 for Mackay. 63-41. We got 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Just think they need to change up something defensively. Again, try and disrupt Mackay a little bit, whether it's a different zone or full court, just to fatigue them. Again, it's they played last night as well, so. Just some of these things you got to do, especially when you're down 22. And it's early in the season too, so I think equally you got to try stuff out. And they might not get this one, but at least Coach Edwards can have a look at some things that worked maybe as he changed up the defensive schemes a little bit.
Blocking foul there for Champion.
Should be
so
two,
he's going to send
2 shots. Yeah,
Freeburn to the line for 2 shots. $63-44 the lead here for Mackay.
Last 5 seconds. Hey, too wide.
But a question about the clock. Not sure.
I think they just missed it for about 4 or 5.
That was an 8 seconds. That's all right. We get 2 minutes, 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Or 7 seconds. Now at 2:17 on the game clock in the third quarter, with Freeburn at the free throw line. Does really seem, though, that Mackay has had an answer for everything that Southwest has thrown at them today. We're talking a little bit about Southwest, but Mackay has been very good in pretty much all aspects of the game so far here today. Deserving of this 21-point lead.
I couldn't agree more. I think we've talked about how Pirates can get back in the game, but to be honest, Mackay's just been clinical. Continuing 13 offensive rebounds, looked after the pill, only 8 turnovers. And again, now they're going to the bonus for the next few minutes as well, and have done the last couple of minutes. So just a really good effort from them. Still applying full court pressure here as well.
You gotta like that. Very similar to what you said about Southwest. Same thing for Mackay. Still kind of early in the season, but you can't take anything for granted. You gotta really work for that full season as Bairstow forces her way to the bucket and misses. Rebound there by Denisha Babongi. Mackay has it under 2 minutes left in the third. They're up by 21 points here. Been absolutely clinical in this third quarter. 4 on the shot clock. Backdoor pass is nearly stolen. Mackay will have 1 second. Well, they just reset it, so I think that's a shot clock violation, I guess, there for Mackay. Roberts spinning into the paint. Bank shot's good. Kayla Roberts trying to keep her Pirates in this one. They're down 19. Three-point shot is short off. Ball goes out of bounds. Looks like it's gonna be Pirate ball. Good looking three-pointer there from McDermott. Pretty nice form on that jumper, just got a little short.
I was just admiring it myself, Johnny. I thought, what a sweet looking Jimmy.
King's gonna fire a deep three herself in
Speaking
that one.
of sweet Jimmys, King's third three of the quarter.
Yeah, from deep too. That was behind the white line here, Dave. That was deep. Koval gets the screen, going right at the defense, floats one up. Babongi grabs it, fires, and drains.
Well, that hurts, right? Roberts did a terrific job moving her feet, taking contact. No Pirate, grabbed the loose ball. Another offensive rebound.
King doesn't use the screen, goes right at the defense. A lot of contact, no call. Tipped around out of bounds off of Mackay, so it's going to stay with the Pirates. 14 seconds on the shot clock, 19 and a half on the game clock. Roberts takes the pass. Skips it over, Champion kicks it back to Roberts. Long two, rattles home for Kayla Roberts. Deficit is 15 now for the Pirates. 2 seconds left, long three is up and off. Shot there by Millie Disseldorf, and that's the end of the third quarter. So Pirates make a little bit of a run there to cut it to 15 heading into the quarter time break. Guys, what do you think of that third quarter of action there? It looked like Mackay was going to run away with it till the end.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially when 3.5 minutes into the quarter as well. Southwest was yet to score, and Mackay had a 10-0 run. You know, it did look like Mackay was going to run away, but I think some of the turmoil there in the middle of the quarter really just gave Southwest that little bit of extra momentum and that drive to start performing late in the third. You know, we had the technical foul, we had Coach Edwards up in arms, and ever since then, it seems that the Southwest girls just had a little bit more fire in their bellies, and I think they ended up getting 4 3-point shots in that third quarter as well, where they only had 2 in the first half. So I don't know, they've strung some stuff together. I think it's a little bit too late, but it's good to see them coming out and firing and having that fire again.
Dave, what do you think of that third quarter of action? Mackay impressive at times.
Well, yeah, they certainly were. I think for the Pirates, by my math, they closed it out 18-6, which is welcome to the game. That's positive. Maybe a little bit too late, but again, they've got to just keep, for me, it was just about being defensively engaged, which I don't think they've been terrific at tonight. And their shot selection's been questionable. So again, just, you know, 1 pass, 2 pass shot, as opposed to swinging the ball, getting better reversals. Again, working together to get someone a shot versus just 1 or 2 pass, quick jack shot. That's been sort of the first half. So I think in the last little bit there, they moved the ball a little bit better. Again, get it through hands.
Well, we'll see if the Pirates can make that adjustment with the final 10 minutes of the game. We'll take a quick one. We'll come back with the final quarter of action here on your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media, Australia Sports Network, and the Stream Team Australia. Back with you here for the fourth quarter of action. 16 points the lead for Mackay over the Pirates. Final 10 minutes of action here. Can the Pirates come back, or will Mackay go home with a 2-0 record this weekend? That's a great start to the fourth as Delaney drains another three. Long pass goes off the front of the rim. Heidi Freeburn comes up with it for Mackay. Goes right at the rim. Layup is too strong, and Grace Champion grabs the defensive rebound. She's going to push the ball ahead for the Pirates. Baseline jump shot rattles home for Chanel Marana.
Yeah, Southwest definitely looking like they're coming to play in this fourth quarter as well already. A little bit more poise, a little bit better posture out on the floor and energy from the girls. So, no, it'll be an interesting fourth quarter. I think that three-point Jimmy at the start kind of sealed the nail in the coffin, but who knows?
Nice bucket there for Erica Koval. I like how she used the basket and goes on the reverse. It's a tough finish in the paint.
Yeah, Burgess, nice flash to the high post. Good seal.
Roberts open for three. Too strong. Long rebound to King. Roberts gets inside. Short little floater off, and Burgess grabs the rebound. Not sure why the referee stopped that one.
Well, I think he thought she was injured.
Yeah.
Is that fair, Riggs?
Yeah, but even then, you're not meant to stop the game. So, I don't know.
I think she went down like she was injured.
Freeburn gets her feet in the paint, picks up the dribble, finds Koval. Koval going to bring it back out for Jamison McMullen. McMullen with 5 on the shot clock, pounding the rock, gets it over to Koval off her foot. McMullen has to put something up. She fires a long, deep shot, and it's going to be a shot clock violation.
Well, the big fuzz, Paul Foster up in Townsville, he's loving the call, Johnny.
Foz is one of our favorite supporters. Love getting up to Townsville, hang out with Foz, grab a burger on the Strand, hey? Yeah. Hopefully we'll get back up there this year. Thanks, Paul, for tuning in.
Well, I'm pretty sure 14 other teams, hopefully we don't, Johnny. But
well, hopefully, I just love Townsville, and I love hanging out with Foz. Delaney wide open for three. Misses. Burgess, another big rebound. And Delaney going to settle things with the captain, Heidi Freeburn. Good defense there from Grace Champion. Koval has it inside for Burgess. She's got to get a shot off. Hook shot up. No good. Tipped out of bounds. It's a shot clock violation, though. Pirates, though, tightening things up on the defensive end to start the fourth.
Yeah, better energy, better defense. Their bench is engaged, too, because they didn't hit the bench for the first 3 quarters of the game.
Maddie Willie checks back in for Southwest. King uses the screen. Layup is too strong, though. Koval gets the rebound.
Yeah, good take and good action.
Good ball movement. Freeburn open for three, and she drains it. You love that one, Dave. Hit the corner on the dribble penetration. Extra pass leads to the three-pointer.
Yeah, 50% from the three ball. 10 of 20 from Mackay this afternoon.
And everyone's hitting them too, Dave. Well, it's not just one person.
And we talked about it in the pregame, Johnny. They're third in the league, and they're third in percentages, and they showed you why today. 10 of 20, just stroking it from all over.
McMullen can't get the short floater to fall. Koval rebound. Putback is no good, but she's fouled. So she's going to go to the line for a couple shots. And just the activity on both ends, really. You see Mackay swarming defensively, getting ahead, tip, steal, couple of dribbles, kick it ahead, get to the basket. If you miss, someone's there attacking the offensive glass. They've just been relentless all over the floor today.
Yeah, well, they're number 1 in free throw attempts. So, again, 22 free throws, of which they've made 18. I mean, you look at the box score, and it's been a pretty impressive performance from Mackay.
1 of 2 for Koval. Roberts got the defensive rebound. Mackay's up 23, 76-53, with 6:40 to go in this one. Willie has it stripped and stolen. Koval comes up with it. Nice no-look pass. Burgess wasn't ready for it. Freeburn gets it out. McMullen. Pass tipped out of bounds by King. It's going to stay with Mackay with 12 seconds to go on the shot clock. Sydney Wright checks back in for Tyler King. Fighting inside, and Burgess gets called for the offensive foul. Wright goes behind the back, leaves her feet, pass stolen by Burgess. Jamison McMullen has it, stops, looks inside, good lead pass for Burgess. Blocked from behind, gets the rebound. Koval lost it out of bounds. Delaney getting set to inbound. Delaney, a graduate of St. Francis, Brooklyn, my old stomping grounds in Brooklyn, New York. Had a great career there at St. Francis as McMullen, jumper is well off. Zelenka tipped it around. Burgess recovered, and there's Delaney with it. Has to fire a long three, hits the front of the rim.
Zelenka's been really good today. Really fires the ball around. Good vision.
Yeah, Zelenka's been doing that for a while too
Yeah.
here in the QBL. Just that can do a bit of everything. Good pass inside. Lloyd, reverse layup is good. 19 points the deficit for the Pirates with 5:15 to go in this one. Tough pass there from Freeburn. Roberts with the steal. Layup is good. Coach Houghton not happy with what he sees from his troops, so he's going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 5:09 left in this one. It's a 19-point lead for Mackay. And your QBL Game of the Week presented to you by Nothing But Net Media, Australian Sports Network, and the Stream Team Australia. Back with you here at Hibiscus Sports Complex. 5:09 left in the game. 76-57 the lead for Mackay. A couple of turnovers and a couple easy transition baskets for the Pirates. And Coach Houghton's going to take that timeout. You like that, Dave. He doesn't want the game and the momentum to switch over to the Pirates.
No, not at all. And again, good timeout just to settle the troops, refocus them. And I mean, I think they're doing a really good job. They're up +3 in this fourth quarter here. And I don't see any letdown from them.
Bit of a trap there from Pirates. Kind of think they're going to look to extend the defense here. Zelenka gets it with 6 on the shot clock. Delaney now from the wing, three-pointer off the side of the rim. Offensive rebound, though, to Burgess. She powers it back up, no good, tipped around. Finally, Williams grabs it for Pirates. Sydney Wright on the wing, guarded by Jamison McMullen. Entry pass for Roberts. Roberts' baseline jump shot is good. 6 straight for the Pirates. They're down by 17. Pass stolen. Roberts again comes up with the steal. Layup is up and good. Turnover starting to trickle in here for Mackay. It's down to 15, their lead.
Yeah, and 25 points there for Roberts as well. So in the absence of Mia Lloyd not really doing too much in the game here this afternoon, Roberts has really stepped up, and she's putting points in left, right, and center at the moment, especially in this fourth.
Freeburn, floater, too strong, tipped around. Freeburn recovers it. Shot clock expiring here. Delaney can't get the shot off in time. Freeburn's shot didn't hit the rim, so that's a legit shot clock violation. Coach Houghton gonna go with wholesale changes to the bench. Checking back in is Jay Willis. I think that's Disseldorf there, Millie Disseldorf. And Koval comes back on the court. See if Pirates can keep the momentum up. Wright finds Roberts, cut into the basket. Layup is good, plus the foul. And Kayla Roberts really pushing the Pirates here. They're down 13 now with an opportunity to cut it to 12.
I'd like to see them up and in right after this free throw too, Johnny. Full court. Pirates are back in the game.
Roberts hits it. They're going to drop it back. Bit of 1-2-2 here. There's that trap. They're in trouble. They nearly got the turnover. Koval recovered. Here's Delaney. The 10 on the shot clock. Skips it to Freeburn. Freeburn in the corner for Willis. Now Disseldorf inside. Koval gets to the basket, blocked by Roberts. And again, another shot clock violation. The trap, the 1-2-2 into a bit of zone has given Mackay fits.
Well, I don't even know that it was the great 1-2-2. I just think finally they're engaged.
Yeah.
That's the defensive intensity that they should be playing with every possession.
Well, it took them 3.5 quarters to get there, but Pirates have turned it on. Bit of discussion because the clock looked like it was running a bit. Regan, I know you had a word to the referees. What did you tell them?
Just what the time was. I had the time on my clock, and I know that it was right, so they're going to get some extra time back up on the board.
Yeah. Thank you, Regan. Coach Houghton, happy with your reasoning for the time on the clock as well?
Yeah, well, I always try and make sure it's as accurate as possible, so comes in handy sometimes.
Lloyd, short jumper, too strong. Fighting for the rebound. It's tipped out of bounds off of Mackay, so it's going to stay with Southwest. Ball starting to bounce the way of the Pirates. They're down 12 with just under 3 minutes left. Burgess going to check back in for Millie Disseldorf. Right, gets it to Roberts. Roberts guarded by Burgess. Step back two, long one is off. Rebound to Delaney. Now Freeburn has it back to Delaney. That was a big bucket. Pirates need that one, Dave.
Yeah, she certainly got hot. I think they could get a better shot than that, however, Johnny.
Nice ball movement. Koval misses the left-handed layup, though. Here comes Williams. Kicks it over to Wright. Pass nearly stolen. Roberts recovers. Takes a jab step. Step back two is up. That's not a good look there for the Pirates. Roberts shoots the air ball. 12 points. The lead here for Mackay. Freeburn has it. Guarded by Sid Wright. Willis in the corner. Gets it out to Delaney with 8 on the shot clock. Delaney goes to the left hand, looks inside, pass nearly stolen. Koval recovers and lays it in. She's been impressive, Erica Koval. 14 points the lead for Mackay. There's a foul there by Willis. Third team foul on Mackay. A minute 46 left in this one. Pirates still scrapping, down 14. Willie inbounds to Lloyd. Lloyd puts it on the deck, runs into her own player, and then's blocked, but it falls to Roberts.
Is that a pass?
No, we can't give her that one.
That's an assist.
Well, we could do it, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll give it to her.
Well, we don't keep the stats.
Willis now inside. Burgess has it with 5 on the shot clock.
Oh.
Barrels her way to the basket. Too strong. Tipped around. Koval recovers, and she's fouled by Roberts.
Well, Lloyd are probably a little unlucky not to get the offensive there as Burgess drove with a bow. And again, another offensive rebound.
Number 21 on the afternoon for Mackay. Just doing an absolute number on the glass. 21 offensive rebounds. You look at the second chance points at 15, 30 points in the paint. A lot of that has to do with that offensive rebounding, Dave. Just you wear teams down if you crash the glass like that, and you're pulling down 20 offensive rebounds. It's just deflating you do a good job defensively and you give up the offensive rebound.
Yeah, and the 19 turnovers doesn't help.
All right, skips it, good ball movement. Bairstow gets it on the wing. Pull-up jump shot is good for Steph Bairstow.
Again, that's better ball movement though, right? Again, good penetration from right, feet in the paint, kick, good rip from Bairstow, feet in the paint again for a little simple jimmy. That's more what they're after instead of just one pass and jack.
10 on the shot clock for Mackay. Delaney has it on the wing, picks up the dribble, gets it out. Koval's going to fire a three. That's short. Long rebound. Sydney Wright has it. Down 11 are the Pirates. Willie's going to fire a three. It's up, short, tipped around. Lloyd then fouls Burgess, and I think that's going to be it for Mia Lloyd. It's going to be our 5th.
Wow, is that a little quick on the trigger? Jeez.
Well, the clock not in the Pirates' favor.
No, I thought it was a jump ball was going to be the call. Anyway.
I thought you were talking about the jump shot from Willie.
No, I thought there was 2 players, hands on the ball.
Yeah, loose scrap of it, unless there was a overt slap of the wrist. Yeah, it's always hard, those scrappy trying to recover on the ground.
Under 20 seconds to go. Big three-pointer there for Mackay. Look like Pirates might be able to get themselves back into the game, but they left it too little too late. Mackay gonna get their second win of the weekend. Not sure what the final score is gonna be, but really impressive performance for Mackay this afternoon. I think there are some positives to take out of this for Southwest, because when they played with a bit of energy and intensity, they looked really good, but Mackay came out to play from start to finish, and they get a 14-point win, 82-68 over the Southwest Metro Pirates.
Yeah, I definitely think you're right, Johnny. Like, there are some positives that Southwest can take away from this game, and they won the 4th quarter. So, they've just shown us that they can do it. I think it was 17-15 in the end. So they can do it. They've got the ability to actually get out there, play some really aggressive offensive and defensive basketball. They had, 3 24-second shot clock violations in a row that they put on Mackay. So they can do it, but they've just got to have the mindset and the belief that they can do it. And they've got to not let the other team dictate how they play ball, because that was their biggest downside in that first 3 quarters. They weren't here to play, and Mackay just walked all over them and just capitalized on every opportunity. And, that's more credit to Mackay than anything else, because they really did come here to play aggressive basketball. And they've had a great weekend, obviously with the win yesterday up in Toowoomba, and now here in Hibiscus Sports Complex as well. So this Mackay, they've just shown us why they're in the top 2, because they really are a force to be reckoned with. They're starting 5. Every single player doing an amazing job. We've got 19, 17, 16, 15 points, out of their starting lineup. So they do have a lot of really strong players that Southwest just didn't get to shut down.
Yeah, Mackay really impressive here this afternoon, Dave. We've seen a few of the QBL women's teams, not all of them, but Mackay certainly really jumps out as probably the best one that we've seen so far this season in our Nothing But Net media coverage of the QBL.
Yeah, I think so. And Coach Horton did a really good job too, right? They had good defensive schemes. They changed it up. They stayed contested. They contested well. They moved well. They defended really well. Crashed the glass. I mean, it was just a really good performance from Mackay. And again, probably the team to beat from what we've seen so far this year for sure.
Yeah, really good spread of the scoring load for Mackay. 4 players in double figures, led by Heidi Freeburns, 19. Erica Koval had 17. Alex Delaney finished with 16 points and 9 rebounds, also 7 assists. Really impressive with Delaney. I was looking forward to seeing her play, and she didn't let us down.
No, she was terrific, and no doubt got her eyes on a WNBL contract, according to my man Paul Foster up north. So she was really good. Good looking shot, shared the ball, really great poise. Terrific performance from Mackay.
Yeah, 21 offensive rebounds, though, Dave. They dominated the paint, 30 points in the paint, 16 second chance points. They led by 23 at points, so pretty dominant win here for Mackay. Guys, quick final thoughts before we wrap things up. Have a burger and bring the men's game up. Regan?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, Mackay definitely a team to be reckoned with, one of the best that we've seen in the league so far, and can't wait to see them again next time they come down, because they're just going to get better as time progresses and this team starts to mesh a little bit more. Southwest, a little bit of work to do. More than anything, it's all a head game.
For sure.
We've seen them perform. They just didn't come here and do that today.
Dave, your final thoughts before we wrap it up?
Yeah, I think that the 2 things for them is their shot selection and defensive engagement. You clean that up and, again, they're a really good team too.
Yep, Pirates might be there at the end as well, but that is going to end things for us for that women's game. But don't forget, we will have the men's game coming up for you shortly. We're going to try and get a feed in. I do have to thank Chris Eber on the camera, wherever he is, my co-commentators Regan Baker, Dave Derwin, and also thank James Bowman from the Australian Sports Network. Thank you guys for tuning in to another presentation of the QBL presented to you by Nothing But Net Media, Australian Sports Network, and Stream Team Australia. We'll see you next time.